and gentlemen, moving on to our 5th contest of the evening. This is a welterweight contest for over 2 5-minute rounds. And the first fighter to enter the octagon into the red corner, let's hear it for Dion.
B-class MMA action. And entering the cage right now is Dion Oaks, making his pro debut. I believe he runs his own academy. Good shape, good condition. Looks like he's bulked up with a few pounds since the weigh-in.
Y'all know the name. Pharaoh fucking Montana, damn thing came. You all up in the range of shit immediately.
And his opponent, entering into the blue corner, let's hear it for Azran Quasid.
Entering the cage anytime now will be Azran Quasid, a very game fighter. Took the fight on 72 hours notice after a late dropout.
Yeah, I've seen Azran fight on the Cage Combat show in Scotland. It was actually his debut pro fight. He's a very good fighter, very game.
But sadly, I mean, he's actually suffered some terrible matchmaking. I mean, your first fight against Paul Jenkins at pro, and then against Sammy Berwick, 2 guys who have probably got 80 pro fights combined. You know, I mean, at least here now he's fighting a guy who's making his debut, and hopefully we'll see some of his true skill.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see him now against some people that are similar, closer to his level. He's fought 2 very experienced guys, and he will have learned from those fights. Thankfully, they weren't too brutal.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce these fighters properly. The fighter standing to my right, in the red corner, he hails from Potter's Bar. He's 34 years old. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 77.3 kilos. He fights for the Monsters Gym, and tonight is his debut in the cage. Let's hear it for Dion. And his opponent, the fighter standing to my left, in the blue corner. He hails from Camberley. He's 20 years old. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 76.8 kilos. He fights for Team Obscene and has a professional mixed martial arts record of 2 contests and 2 losses. Let's hear it for Azran the King Quasid.
A lot of support here for Azran Quasid.
This is a welterweight contest in 2.
I think with Team Obscene having
5 fighters, I think they're having on the card, yeah.
Yeah, they've got a lot of support here tonight.
He looks confident as well, because he looks very, very confident.
Having been in with 2 such experienced guys, I think he will be carrying a bit of confidence.
Yeah, nothing to fear, even though he steps in with quite late notice.
Yeah, very, very confident look from Azran Quasid now. And Dion Oaks will be coming out fast though, looking at his debut fight.
Yep, he'll be confident taking on a much younger fighter, no doubt. Leon Roberts getting both men ready. And the fight begins.
Both a few kicks out of distance.
Just feeding each other out, no doubt. Quasid.
Very aggressive.
Yeah.
Stand up.
Some short strikes. Rocking Oaks. Oaks now gets him against the fence.
Oaks looked very strong there, but Quasid's managed to turn his back to the fence. He's looking for the single leg. He needs to get his hands a little bit lower down onto the knee, but he's got the takedown.
Yep. Working for position right now.
Yeah, look at Dion, just trying to tie him up there on the floor. But Azran will be looking to get his leg out and get into the mount position.
Oaks trying to sweep him, but you know, Quasid being able to sit up now, looking to go to full mount.
That's it. Now he's got his head out, he's pushing down a nice cross face. He needs to push the hand off the back of his head. Dion keeps swapping the hands on the back of his head to keep his head down.
Yeah. It's the small irritations that can mean so much in this position.
Yeah, he's managed to get his hand. He's got the hand over the head. He's been switching from a hand over the head or the overhook to keep Azran from posturing up. So if Azran manages to posture up here, he can get some very solid shots in. So it's in Dion's interest to keep him nice and tight and close to him.
Yep. Hoping that Quasid's going to really burn himself out. A fun gesture there to Oates' cornerman. A cheeky move there.
It's always nice to see. Yeah.
Just doing enough to stop the restart.
Yeah.
Moving towards the cage.
Some nice solid shots into the body there, beating like a drum. But maybe not enough action to keep it on the floor. I think the referee, Leon Roberts, might be wanting to stand them up now.
Yeah, I mean, Quasid's not really doing enough to sort of
since they hit the floor,
improve his position.
Yeah, he's not really bettered his position, and I think that'll count for a stand-up in a minute.
Yeah, I think Oates looks quite strong, you know, stopping Quasid really from doing any real damage in this position.
Technically, he's doing the right thing. He's either putting his hands behind the head or he's overhooking an arm and just keeping him nice and tight to him.
Difficult to see from this position where he's going to go.
That's what Azran needs, a little bit more room. If he could just get a little bit more of that posture to start, he could get a lot more power into his shots.
Yeah.
At the moment, he can just chop away with a few shots, and I think the referee will be looking to stand him up if he doesn't get much done.
And he's using a lot of energy, I think, here as well. And Oates doesn't really look in any too much danger.
Now there you see, Dion got back to full guard.
And it's a commentator's curse. And out of nowhere after struggling. That's what I love about the sport.
Yeah. What happened there was Dion got back to full guard, which allowed Azran to get a lot more reach into his shots because it allowed him to posture up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner! Let's have a round of applause for both fighters, come on!
And a well-deserved win for Quasid.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes and 52 seconds of the very first round, your winner, due to a referee stoppage by ground and pound, in the blue corner, Azran Quasid. Well, let's hear it for a fantastic runner-up. Let's hear it for Dion. Team of Team.